It's the time of the year where we list top tens, either top 10 songs, top 10 movies, top 10 porn stars. In this episode, we're listing best six wrestlers of 2024 to us. We're going to get right into it. Starting off the list, number 6, Oba Femi. Look, when we pick songs of the year, movies of the year, it's like, oh shit, they did what they were supposed to do. They entertained us. Oba Femi did what he was supposed to do. He showed, hey, I'm a star. I think he arrived. I think he is him. I think he announced himself as, hey, everyone thought Braun Breaker was the future WWE. Braun Breaker's the future crossover star. Oba Femi is him. The man arrived. He's the guy I see that could be the next Batista, the next John Cena, the next Rock, transition into movies. He brings this MMA type feel to WWE where it's like, hey, I'm just going to beat the shit out of you. Like, that's what I'm going to do. And he delivered. I feel like his promos were executed perfectly. His matches were fine. I seen some people put his triple threat in the top 10 matches of the year. That's not for Josh Briggs was the one guy in there, right?
Yeah, Josh Briggs, and I can't remember the
Was
other
it
guy.
Dijak?
Maybe, yeah.
It's like, that's not for those guys. It's Oba Femi. He delivered in the matches, so that's number 6. Who do you got number 5?
Number 5, to keep going with the movie theme, Oba Femi would be like Godzilla. Coming in at number 5, I have essentially a serial killer, and that's Swerve Strickland. Going to if you look at his entrance, like you have Prince Nana dancing like a goofball. I normally hate that, but then coming through the dance is this like stone cold killer Swerve Strickland, and I feel like, okay, shit's about to get real. Easily the best thing in AEW for me. His matches with Daniel Bryan and Hangman at All In and All Out were incredible. His feud with Hangman's probably one of the best feuds we've had in wrestling in a long time. I feel like Tony Khan taking the title off Swerve was a big misstep. And I feel like if Swerve still as champion would have had epic feuds and rivalries with Bobby Lashley and Jon Moxley. And hopefully they're able to get Swerve back up to the top. Because for me, Swerve, I tune into AEW for Swerve Strickland. So
You mentioned Tony Khan dropping the ball. I think that's something that is getting swept under the rug with Wrestlers of the Year. People are going to do Wrestler of the Year, and they're going to have Swerve Strickland on their list. They will not have Jon Moxley. But Tony Khan went the Moxley route. I get Bryan beat Swerve,
yeah,
but you still went with Moxley as your champion. And I don't even know, are people really going to put Bryan Danielson on their Wrestler of the Year this year? Like, did he do anything that was...
yeah, I don't think he has he was done in the summer,
So you dropped the ball with Swerve. I think there was definitely potential there. Number 4, Drew McIntyre. Hater Drew McIntyre is the truth. Look, I've always been a fan. I think that the guy has it, and he could be the guy that could carry your company. He took his promos to another level this year where everyone sees this guy could carry the company as a face or a heel. And to be honest, if he just did one thing this entire year and it was the CM Punk promo of I prayed for this, he'd be on my list of Wrestlers of the Year because no one came up with anything as cool as that this year.
Yeah, I love Drew's work. Talking about promos, I loved his wearing the black suit into the Hell in a Cell and being like, I wore this because it's your funeral.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to your wife and all that stuff. I just thought, yeah, Hater Drew's probably one of the better characters that come down the tube or whatever in wrestling in a long time.
Number 3, who do you got?
Number 3, I went with Gunther. He started the year off strong with being the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. I enjoyed his match with Sami Zayn. Unfortunately, I don't think that they did anything with Sami that lived up to beating Gunther. Great King of the Ring match with Orton. He wins that King of the Ring. I think the only two good title matches Priest had all year were with Gunther. Well, three now.
Triple threat.
The triple threat. And then his match with Randy Orton at Bash at Berlin is in there for the match of the year for me. So I think wrestling wise, Gunther killed it. He did do some good promo work, making fun of Bret Hart and Goldberg. I enjoyed both those moments. So yeah, Gunther's number 3 for me.
And then number 2.
Number 2, you talked about Drew McIntyre, the guy that got Drew to have so much hate in his heart was CM Punk. An epic return to WWE. I think it's something no one really expected to happen. He enters the Royal Rumble, gets hurt, but he still battles through that injury and has a thrilling finish with Cody Rhodes. He kept the feud with Drew hot while injured. That moment at the Clash at the Castle or whatever where he slid in as the ref and you don't see it till he stands up was epic. And then their 3-match series was exceptional. Both guys restored the Hell in a Cell match back to that thing of beautiful brutality. And then we end the year teaming up with the OG Bloodline, helped Roman Reigns beat the new Bloodline. I'm interested to see what that favor is he's got from Paul Heyman. And we're kicking off 2025 with him and Seth Rollins, so he's coming in at number 2.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest CM Punk fan. I think his AEW run was flat as fuck. I wasn't at the edge of my seat for what he was going to do in WWE when he returned last year, but he delivered to the point where, yeah, I have no problem in understanding why people would have him on list of Wrestler of the Year. And realistically, there's probably only one guy that did do better than him this year, and that is number 1, Cody Rhodes. The fact this man was able to get us still hyped for him face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 2 when we already seen it the year beforehand. The fact that the fans didn't want to see Rock. They wanted Cody to have this moment. And even more reason, this is probably the biggest reason to me why he's number 1, is it's very easy for his character to have gotten stale after he won the title. I know based on Saturday Night's main event, it seems like the crowd's turning a little bit. I still think he's fine. I don't think they will turn on him, even though we have this clean baby face. He's doing an exceptional job that they haven't turned into the Cena suck chance. To me, that's your Wrestler of the Year if you can do that squeaky clean wheel look and pull it off.
I agree with Cody being number 1. The beating Roman finally for the title was epic. He had bangers with AJ Styles for the title and Kevin Owens. I've loved the feud with KO. It makes sense why KO is angry at Cody, and Cody's done his part well. And I'm actually the Saturday Night's main event thing with the crowd semi-turning on Cody has me hyped for are we going to get that Cody heel turn in 2025? There's potential with John Cena, and that would be a good opportunity to turn Cody heel. So I'm pumped to see what Cody does next year as well.
So that's our list of the 6 best wrestlers of 2024. In the comments, let us know who some of the guys were that you thought did an exceptional job in 2024.